You don't know. That's a problem. I'm telling you this story, see, and it's about me. Well, sort of, but it's mostly about her. And if I took the time to go into my life's history, well, we'd be here till God retires. And you'd know all about me, and nothing about her. And you'd tootle on home in your Subarus in a state of theatrical bankruptcy. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Good. Anyway, I woke up this morning, I said to myself, today's the day. Today, I'll make contact with Jerry Finnegan's sister come hell or high water. I mean, there she was, right next door. There she'd been, right next door for almost all my life. And here I was doing absolutely nothing about it. I had my reasons. The way she looks was one of them. Oh, wait, you need that. You need to know the way she looks. This is the way she looks. And as far as I'm concerned, this is the way she came out of the womb looking. And this is the way I look. In fact, I think I look better coming out of the womb. Which is why I could never get anywhere with girls, especially with girls who look the way she looks. Thanks.
Sure.
Comparably okay. I'm not repulsive. Put me in a room with 20 other guys, there's bound to be one or two of them that make me look like Mel Gibson. But when it comes to serious necking with girls who look like this, thanks.
Sure.
Let's face it. I get the Mr. Bean thanks but no thanks award. But okay, today I said, Brian no more. Breakthrough, start spreading the news. I'm gonna connect with Jerry Finnegan's sister if it costs me death by humiliation. What brought all this on was something Jerry said to me last night. He said, Brian, guess what? Which I hate it when Jerry Finnegan says, guess what? So far, Jerry Finnegan has said, guess what to me 4 times. Once when my dog Snuffles got hit by the ice cream truck. Once when my brother set fire to my learner's permit. Once when my Aunt Dwayne got arrested for shoplifting milk duds at Safeway. And then again last night. He called me at 1 minute to midnight and said, Brian, guess what? And I froze. My sister's gonna get married, he said. I was speechless. So I went to bed. That kind of information just has to be absorbed flat on your back. So this morning, I woke up galvanized, which hurts. And I know that if I was gonna do it, I was gonna do it with words. Words that finally occurred to me. What me and Beth Finnegan could never come to terms on. I'd throw a word in her direction and it sort of flopped there, like a fried egg on a Teflon. Nothing stuck. Words coming out of my mouth just wouldn't penetrate. It was so frustrating. From our very first meeting when the Finnegans moved next door, I was about 7.
Hi!
Mama, who's that? Who? The new kid has a sister?
Hi!
Oh, that stinks. Why? Why can't I say that? Daddy says when something stinks, it stinks, and we should say it stinks.
Hi!
No, Mama, I don't want to say hi. You can't make me. What? No SpongeBob for a week? See, okay. Hi.
Hi!
No, Mama, where are you going? Don't leave me here.
What stinks?
I'm taking a bath later
Me too.
by myself.
Me too.
We have 2 bathrooms.
Me too.
Well, I'm 7.
Me too. But I'm 6.
I'm not gonna play with you.
Okay.
You can't make me.
Okay.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
My father sweats through 2 shirts when he jogs.
My
And
father...
he can stick 2 two screws into one of his.
My father.
And he lets me stand on the hammer and watch him bleed when he
My
shaves.
father.
And he says, if it stinks, it stinks. And we should say it stinks.
My father eats light bulbs at parties.
Doesn't he get sick?
No. But when he does it, Mom makes him sleep in the cellar with the gerbils.
Words always got in the way with me, Beth. And the more words I learned, the more trouble I got into. By the time I was 10,
Brian!
I'd learned enough words to enroll me in something of a political exchange.
Brian!
What?
Can you come out
For what?
to play?
With you?
You always play with me.
I just turned 10.
I came to your party, remember? I got you the One Direction album.
So?
So?
I'm 10 now.
Come on, I got my father's bowling ball in the basement. We can take it out back and drop it on Ant Hills.
Can you understand English? I'm 10 and you're a girl and I'm too old.
You can be Bombardier.
Besides, you're a publican.
I am?
Your father is, and my father says that's weird that your father's a publican and he has a name like Finnegan. He says anybody who is a publican who doesn't have a name like Lodge or Cabot or something waspy like that is too much short of a six-pack.
I am not a publican.
Your father is, and that makes you one too.
I am not.
You are too.
Am not.
And you know who else is a publican?
Who?
President Richard A. Nixon from my history book.
He was not.
He was too.
Was not.
President Richard A. Nixon and your father is why this country's going to hell in a handbasket.
Who's going to?
The publicans.
We are not.
You are too. My father says after y'all get out of jail for what y'all did to the Watergate, you're gonna go to hell.
What they do?
Who?
The publicans to the Watergate.
Gate?
Yeah.
Didn't you have in your own history book?
No, not yet. We're only to the Mima, the Pimpa, and the Santa Marina. Columbus does not even land until Monday. Just come on, tell me what the publicans did to the Watergate. Oh, you don't know.
I do too. My father tells me all about it, all the time.
So that's it.
That's what?
That's why you won't go and bomb Ant Hills with me.
Oh, just ask Jerry.
He won't play with me neither.
Why not?
Because he's 10.
See?
Please.
No.
Please.
No.
Well then, I hate you.
Well, I hate you too, publican.
Jerk face.
Publican.
Stupid head.
Publican. Publican. They called me the Anderson Cooper of Otis Street. She made me crazy, but I had to make a point. Carrie called me and said she cried for 2 hours, and then asked him to have me killed. And I said, why didn't you just have you to kill me yourself? And he said, Beth didn't want that, because if Jerry killed me himself, he'd never get to heaven. So she told him to hire a Protestant. I think maybe it's that guy from California. He's got this low Alfa Romeo car, and he can get in it without even using the door. I think he thinks that's supposed to be impressive. It is. The night of the Watergate debate, I got a call. Hello?
Hello. Is this Todd?
Todd who?
Todd Kent.
Who's Todd Kent?
Who's this?
She knew who Todd Kent was, and I did too. It was the Sacred-Hearted School, Todd Kent. His only serious distinction in life was he had a name that made him sound like Superman's dorky brother.
Oh, did I accidentally call the wrong number? I was calling my friend Todd. My friend who actually wants to play with me. Who's this, please?
Todd don't want to play with you.
He will too.
Not for long. He'll be 10 in 2 weeks.
Oh, is this Brian Dowd?
You don't even know Todd Kent.
I do so, and his father has a bowling ball too, and we're gonna bomb twice as many anthills as me and you ever did.
Didn't your Republican father ever tell you it's a sin to tell a lie?
Ding dong! That must be Todd now.
Oh, you must think I'm a real deadhead.
And don't you be looking out the window to see if he's really there either.
Are you crazy? I'm not going to be looking out the window to see if he's really there. Especially when he's not really there.
Well, just don't.
When she hangs up, I order myself not to look. I know that if I look, she'll be looking right back at me and screaming and laughing, and Todd Kent wouldn't be anywhere in sight. I know absolutely that Todd Kent wouldn't be anywhere in sight. I mean, come on. He's probably off scouting phone booths with his brother or something. He's not going to be bombing anthills with Beth Finnegan. To look is to lose. To look is to fail. To look is to die. So I look. It was then that I was introduced to the poor dartboard of deception. I've been a bullseye ever since. After that, me and Beth didn't have anything substantial to say to each other for a while. Not that we ever did. But I think my silence was trying to make a point. Although mainly, I think I was just trying not to get humiliated.
I know you're sitting up there in your room, Brian. I can tell because the sun's out and it's shining on your window. And every time you turn the page of the book you're reading, there's a shadow for a split second. What you reading? Want to know what I'm reading? In school? It's a book called Meet Your Body. Meet Your Body by Sister Mildred Annunziata, OFM. And it's a science book. And it tells you about every single solitary inch of your body and what you're supposed to do with each part. And when. It starts with the feet and works its way all the way up. Todd says that's because it's written by a nun, and it figures she'd take the long way to the good parts. Brian, how come you talk to Jerry but you never talk to me? Is it because I'm a girl and you're a boy? Well, I'm not my body. I know the difference. Brian, want to know how my book turns
we had that book the year before, all I could think about was chapter 9. Then I thought about Beth. Then I thought about Beth and chapter 9. Words continued to fail me. The words just got in the way. Actually, other things got in the way as well.
Boys.
Boys.
I like boys a lot.
That sentence there came out of her mouth when I was 13 and she was 12.
I like boys a lot.
Don't say that.
Why not?
Somebody will hear you.
Boys, I hope.
But you can't just say things like that. You have to, think them. And hope they're thinking the same thing about you.
Really?
Really.
Wouldn't it just be easier to tell boys that I like them a lot?
Bet.
That way, they can think back whatever they wanted to think back a whole lot quicker.
That's not the way it works.
Okay, well, what if it's you?
What if it's me?
Yeah, what if you're a boy
We'll pretend.
and you're at a party and you bump into a girl you really like,
It's been known to happen.
and she looks you straight in your face and she tells you, I like boys a lot! What do?
What do I do?
Yeah, after you think back whatever you wanted to think back.
I turn the other way.
You turn the other way.
I turn the other way.
The girl you like looks you right in your face, and she tells you, I like boys a lot! And you turn the other way.
Bingo.
Bingo.
On the nose.
On the nose.
On the nose, yes, on the nose, yes.
What am I gonna do with you?
I don't know what you're gonna do with me.
She's there. She's ready. She's willing. She's pretty, and she's able. She's telling you what you want to hear. She's telling you that she likes you just as much as you like her. And what do you do?
I turn the other way.
Brian,
What?
you are one sick puppy.
She noticed. I tell you, I can't believe she's marrying that guy from California. I can't believe she's marrying anybody. I mean, what is she, 23? I'm 22. She's 23. At 22, what kind of age is that to get married? At 22, you've hardly smelled the passion of adulthood. Hell, I'm 23 and I've hardly had a decent whiff of puberty. And that guy, what could she possibly see in with that guy that would make her want to be with him for the rest of her life?
Eric is the sun, the moon, and the stars.
Don't pay attention to this. This isn't real.
He is the Mount Olympus of manhood.
Oh, not again.
He moves me. He transports me. He astounds me.
2 out of 3 is the 3 of those things she could do with a Hyundai.
He gets into his car without opening the door.
Anyway, before I could do anything about it, she turns 13, and I'm 14. And she's a freshman, and I'm a sophomore. And I no longer have the nuns as my allies in keeping the boys away from the girls in the schoolyard. If you get my train of thought here, Beth Finnegan, the girl next door, is now fair game to every budding, hormonal case of Chelmsford High is in my womb. I ease into the background.
Guys, Stanley Trzynski asked me out. I mean, I've never been out before. Well, I've been out, but I've never been out. There was this one party after the 8th grade graduation, and there were boys there, and that was sort of like being out, but not in the way that Stanley Trzynski wants to be out with me. He was president of the Student Athletic Association, and He's 16.
A slime bag,
And he has his license.
but no leash.
And he wants to take me to the showcase cinemas to see the new Rocky movie, Creed.
Neanderthal meets Neanderthal.
So I go.
So you went?
On a date.
Did you enjoy yourself?
Well, in the beginning,
In the beginning, he drives up to the house.
in his father's Camaro.
He honks the horn.
Yeah?
Doesn't even go to the front porch to meet you.
How'd you know?
A classy guy.
Were you spying on me?
So, you go to the movies,
I love the movies.
and you sit in the back row.
How did you know?
And the movie starts.
You didn't follow me. Please tell me you didn't follow me.
No, I didn't follow you. The back row's a cliche. Stanley's a cliche. 2 plus 2. Tell me what happened.
I was so excited. I was at the movies with a boy, well, Stanley Trzynski. He bought my popcorn and he let me hold it.
And it went on to be a wondrous, memorable night?
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah. Until he kissed me.
Uh-huh.
That wasn't so wondrous,
Mm-hmm.
but it was memorable.
Oh, Beth, why would you let Stanley Trzynski have your first kiss?
He was there.
Oh, Beth,
Soon after that, I figured out why he let me hold the popcorn.
I don't want to hear this.
I would be holding it here. See? And he reaches his arm around me to reach for some popcorn. Most of the time, he'd miss.
No more, please.
I asked him what he was doing, and he said he was looking for his favorite kernel.
God!
I told him he better stop, and besides, the movie was getting really good. I gave him the box of popcorn, and it was one of those big tubs, so he couldn't really do much else with his hands for the rest of the show.
I saw the new Rocky movie 4 times. Once with Jerry Finnegan, twice alone, and once with my grandmother. Don't ask.
On the way home, Stanley stopped the car down by the river. He said we were there to watch the submarine races. I said, Stanley, what do you think I am? Stupid? He said he didn't know, but he was going to find out. And I said, take me home. I'm only 14. But he said 14 was old enough to get to second base. Let me show you, he said. I said, take me home, or I'll show you a 2-bagger. I don't really know what I meant by that, but Estelle Wingate told me it would work if I ever needed it, and Stanley seemed to know what he meant, but he took me straight home afterwards.
Are you gonna go out with him again?
No, I don't think so.
Good.
I don't have to. All the other boys want to go out with me now.
But don't you see? Don't you see?
Don't I see what?
That Stanley guy is dragging your name through the dirt.
That's his problem.
It doesn't bother you?
No! Because anyone who knows Stanley knows that he's a jerk, and anyone who knows me knows that Stanley never even got to first base. He never left the on-deck circle. That's all that counts.
Now, there you see, every now and then she'd come up with one of those, and I mean, here was this beautiful, innocent creature offering me these pearls of wisdom, while every other guy in school thought she was a bimbo. But it was their own damn fault. One after the other, all throughout high school, they all tried something. After Stanley, it was Henderson Pike.
Henderson Pike. What a great name.
Henderson Pike, Mr. Show Business.
Hendy was president of the drama club.
Hendy, can't you believe it, Hendy?
I was a sophomore, and I tried out for the fall musical, Bye Bye Birdie. I got the part Kim.
Who else would have got the part Kim? If her name weren't Beth, it would be Kim or Debbie.
Hendy got Birdie.
Hendy got Birdie.
But everybody knew he was going to get Birdie. I mean, Hendy was Birdie.
Hendy was Birdie.
Mr. Chekhov, the acting teacher, said that he had the tools to become the next Lin-Manuel. I was impressed.
And she didn't even know the first Lemon well.
When rehearsal started, Henderson would not even look at me.
Exit stage right.
We'd be doing a scene together, you know, and he'd sort of just look at my forehead and my neck, never into my eyes. So finally, I asked him, straight out, I said, Henderson, why don't you ever look me in the eyes whenever you're talking to me on stage? And he said, Kim. He always called me Kim during rehearsals because he said it helped him stay in character. Anyways, he said, Kim, I'm afraid if I looked into your eyes, the effects of your spell would render me helpless.
Yuck.
So I went with him. He took me to the Colonial Theater in Boston to see the revival of Chorus Line.
When she gets home, I'm blowing bubbles in my driveway.
Brian, what are you doing?
I'm blowing bubbles in my driveway.
Why?
I always blow bubbles in my driveway.
At 1 in the morning?
Is it that late?
Yeah, it's at least 1.
1:46.
1:46?
Yeah, I have a digital brain.
Brian.
I want to ask her about the date, but I also want to cover myself. I think if I try real hard and I blow real hard, I can keep her off guard.
Nice bubbles, Brian.
It's all in the tongue.
Good night.
Good night. Wait,
What?
Gary said you were going to Boston to see a chorus line with Henderson Pike tonight?
Yeah, with Henderson Pike, that's right.
And what did you learn from this experience?
Excuse me?
He treated you like dirt, right?
No!
Where is he?
Who?
Indy Henderson, the man with the first name last.
He went home!
He tried something, didn't
I am going
he? He
inside.
did, didn't he?
What difference does it make to you, Brian? Well, they all try something, Brian, but I'm still here. I'm still Ben.
I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, there it was, bozo. That was your chance. All you had to do was come up with the right words. That's what you're thinking. Am I right? What do y'all know?
Oh, Brian, great. Just the person I wanted to see. Are you busy?
Well, yes and no. My mother's got a flat on the minivan on
Well,
the station wagon.
if she's waiting for you,
No, she's fine.
because I can always call Hendy.
No, she's fine. She's got a phone. She's fine.
Okay, great. I'm just gonna need you for a second. I'm trying out to be a cheerleader tomorrow, and I've got a trick that'll make it a cinch for me to get on the team.
Laura said she'd get on the team.
Yeah, I guess, but I want to be captain.
As a sophomore?
It's never been done before, but if I can pull this thing off tomorrow at tryouts, I bet I can make it.
What's the thing?
What's your threshold for pain?
Excuse me?
And how much do you weigh?
135. I didn't know pain would be involved.
If you'd rather not do this, I can always get Henderson out here.
No, I can do it. I think
Your mother, she's probably a nervous wreck.
my mother's fine. She's got a playlist of James Taylor's greatest hits.
Okay, great.
Let's do this thing.
All right. Now all you have to do is just run at me.
Run at you?
Full speed, run right at me.
What happens then?
When?
When I run full speed at you, what happens then?
Oh, that's not important.
It isn't?
No, it's better if you just don't think about it.
It is?
It is. Are you ready?
I Sure.
Okay, come right at me.
Right at you?
Right at me. One.
One.
Okay, and also when you get to me, throw your hands out like this.
Like,
Two.
who like what?
Like this. And whenever you land,
When I land?
when you land,
When I land what?
when you land, make yourself as limp as possible.
Limp?
Limp.
All of me?
All of you.
All of me limp just isn't possible at the moment. Sorry.
Just do the best you can. 3.
3?
3, yes.
Is 3 when I go?
Oh my God, yes, go. 3.
3. Oh, God.
I did it, Captain! Thank you, Brian. Tell your mother I said hello. I'm gonna be Captain.
I had a feeling I was being used. What the bottom line is with all this that I'm trying to tell you, it must be coming through to you. The bottom line is, I did what I did for her own good. Every time I came in contact with her, something inside me said, Brian, this is your life's work. This girl's your future. So I tried. I tried my own way. What do I get in return?
Eric is the sun, the moon, and the stars.
Oh, give it a rest.
It doesn't have to be this way, you know. This is all happening in your mind.
If this gets too weird, just cough or rattle one of those little candy wrappers or something.
Why don't you try to imagine the glass half full instead of half empty? It's your imagination.
So, you're telling me, if I imagine that you like me, you'll like me?
I'd have no choice.
Well, that's all right.
So,
So, you like me.
I like you.
I'm one hell of a guy.
You are one hell of a guy.
All these years you've been living right next door to me and you never realized how absolutely terrific I am.
I've been foolish and blind.
Brian Dow is the sun, the moon, and the stars.
The sun, the moon, and the stars.
You are gonna dump Eric Crump and marry Brian Dow.
Oh, get real.
I shouldn't have went to my prom. I meet a lot of people, now older people, that say they didn't go to their prom. And they turned out just right. But I thought it was just something you had to do. Like if you never went to your prom, you'd never be able to hear a song like Dance Monkey for the rest of your life without feeling like a complete loser.
Are you going to prom?
I haven't put much thought to it yet.
Well, who are you going to take?
That's the part I haven't put much thought to yet.
You should take Heidi Swenson.
She's dense.
And she really wants to go.
She's as dense as they come.
And she's a really nice girl. And besides, the Brian Dot I know would not discriminate because of IQ.
Maybe you don't know the Brian Dow you know.
Are you going to prom or not?
I guess.
Well, is there anybody in particular that you'd like to ask?
I saw an opening. Yeah?
Who?
You. Wouldn't believe it.
Try me.
It's somebody very close to you.
Really?
Really.
So tell me who.
My life flashed before my eyes. Was I really gonna ask it?
Brian,
3 seconds it took, and that included the good parts.
Brian, why are you looking at me like that?
Was I really gonna ask it?
You weren't gonna ask me, were you?
No.
Oh.
What, are you crazy?
Yeah. I mean, I'm going anyways, but...
You are?
Yeah.
Who with?
Armin Serpine.
Armin Serpine, the president of the camera club?
That's the one. He's gonna take pictures of the buffet table this year, so next year when I'm chairman, I'm not gonna repeat dips.
Oh.
Who are you gonna go with?
Heidi Swenson.
You were gonna ask her all along?
Yeah, I'm a sly little devil.
You are such a sweetie. Mwah. See you there. Oh, hey Jerry, what's up? Oh. Really? That is crazy. How was that test? Oh, that's so good. So, how's Brian doing? I heard about the running thing, the whole track thing. Yeah? That's great. You're kidding.
Jerry and I both got the Yukon on track scholarships. I love running cross country. Lots of woods, lots of sweat, lots of time to ruminate.
Jerry, you are not gonna believe it. Michael Amendolia. I told you weren't gonna believe it. We've been going out together now for 3 weeks.
Mike Amendolia was president of the Future Leg Breakers of America. An unofficial Chelmsford High club, but an effective club nonetheless. When Jerry told me that Mike Amendolia was taking her to her senior prom, I broke the school record for the 5-mile run the next day against BC. I couldn't believe it that he was taking her to her prom. The next day, I ran into Beth at the mall.
Oh, hey Brian, welcome back.
Say it isn't so, Beth.
It isn't so, Beth?
Don't do that.
What? You want to cross-examine me about Mike Amendolia now? Is that it, huh?
Oh God, she's calling him Mike.
What do you want to know?
Nothing. I swear to God, nothing. If I get subpoenaed, I don't want to have to lie on the witness stand.
Mike has treated me very well.
Have you met his family?
His family?
Yeah, the Lefty Knuckles and Louie the Knee Man.
Oh my God, you don't really believe all that stuff.
No, of course not. Does he make you start his car before he gets in it?
If you're not gonna be sensible...
Mike Amendolia.
Brian!
Where is he? Mike
His
Amendolia?
house. Is there something that you'd like to say to me?
What?
I don't know. I've just had this feeling that for our entire life, whatever is coming out of your mouth has nothing to do with what's going on inside your head. So, just talk to me.
Talk?
Yeah, talk.
Hey? So, you going to state?
Yeah, I wish I had the money to go somewhere a little bit more respectable, but state will do for a couple of years.
Huh.
See?
See?
You asked me a normal question and I gave you a normal answer. It can be done.
Huh.
So try another.
Another question?
Yeah.
So, thought about what you'll major in?
I was thinking maybe political science, but I don't have to declare that right away.
Political science?
Yeah.
Republican.
Try again.
Another question?
Yeah.
So, this Mike, is he going to state too?
I don't believe it.
What?
You can't do it.
What?
You can't talk to me unless it has Something to do with one of my boyfriends.
Oh, that's not true.
No, it is true. Think back over our entire lives. When have you ever had a conversation with me that didn't end up being a Brian Dad analysis of my dating life?
Well,
never. That's when, never.
that was it. That was the closest I ever came to hating Jerry Finnegan's sister. But the more I thought about it, that was when I realized I loved Jerry Finnegan's sister. Now, Jerry, well, he's a guy. A good guy to have as a best friend. I mean, me and Jerry did everything together. Bowling, movies, ignoring girls. I know Jerry, and he knows me. I couldn't for the life of me tell him how I felt about his sister. I mean, it was his sister for crying out loud. We had a commandment. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife. I was never too sure on what that meant as a kid, and I'm still not exactly sure to this day, but I think it could stretch to your friend's sister, at least if you're Irish Catholic. During my junior year, me and Jerry didn't have anything substantial to say to each other for a while. But he told me he found love and he took his innermost secrets elsewhere. I understood, which is where things stood last night. When I got the call saying that she was going to get married. I mean, I'd hardly spoken to her in a long time. And when I did, it was mostly just to expound on the weather or to say hello. I made damn sure not to mention one of her boyfriends. Which is why it's been so hard for me today to come with the right words. But the words are now there. Now they have to get there. And I can't do it face to face. I have to do it by phone. I can't look her in the eyes, tell her what I have to say.
Hello?
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 Brian?
Hello?
Hey, Jerry's not home.
Oh, he isn't?
No, he's in Fitchburg visiting Eileen.
Eileen, the girlfriend?
Yeah, Eileen, the girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell him you called.
Thanks. Wait.
Hello?
Hello?
Did you say wait?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, well, I'm waiting.
Jerry called me last night.
Okay.
At midnight.
If you need me to get my mother to yell at him, I will.
No. He said something about you.
Oh,
Yeah, and he called me up to tell me.
did he, by any chance, get any more specific than that, Brian?
He said you were going to get married.
Oh,
Yeah, and he called me up to tell me.
okay, well, are you calling to congratulate me?
Well, are you happy?
About getting married?
Yeah,
I mean, I would think any girl would be happy about getting married.
but are you happy about getting married?
Brian, can I ask you a question?
Why?
I don't know, just as a point of interest.
Okay, but don't throw anything too harsh on me. I can't take too much right now.
Okay, well, did Jerry happen to tell you who it is I'm marrying?
Who?
Who?
No.
And did you happen to ask Jerry who it is I'm marrying?
No.
You weren't at all curious.
Well, I guess I thought it was the beach guy.
Who?
The beach guy with the tan and the car and...
Eric Fellini?
Yeah.
We broke up months ago.
Oh, and There's already some other guy you're gonna marry?
There is no guy, Brian!
What is there then?
I'm not getting married.
You're saying that Carrie called me to...
Jerry called you to get you to call me.
And he thought if I was mad enough...
If you were mad enough, you'd tell me.
I'd finally tell you...
Oh my gosh, you'd finally tell me. This is your chance, fella.
This is it. Like the high and mighty with John Wayne. The point of no return. This is the question that's gonna seal my fate. The hardest question ever known to men. Talk about crucial. Talk about momentous. Beth, will you go out with me sometime?
Sure.
Talk about easy.
When?
3.
Now?
Yeah, it's 3.
Oh, no, when do you want to go out tonight?
Oh, 6.
Okay, 6 is great.
6 is fine with me. I'll meet you in the driveway.
All right, we'll meet you in the driveway at 6.
Meet you in the driveway, 6 fine.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. But it isn't fine. I found the words. That's all I found. I won't be finished till I tell her right to her face. I can't wait to 6. I have to tell her now.
Hello?
Meet me in the driveway.
Brian?
Meet me in the driveway.
Now?
Now.
Now?
Meet me in the driveway now.
Okay. Okay, I'm here.
Mike Amendolia. Henderson Pike.
Oh my God.
The beach guy. What was his name?
Eric Fellini?
Eric Fellini and sundry others.
Oh my gosh, nothing has changed, has it?
Everything has changed.
What?
Everything has changed.
Okay.
I am important. We are important.
Brian,
Beth, will you go out with me sometime?
I mean, I already said I would.
Beth, will you go out with me sometime?
You mean some other time besides tonight?
Beth, will you go out with me sometime?
Oh. Oh. Yes, I will.
I did it.
You did it. You asked me to my face.
And you answered me to mine.
Yeah,
So, it's important.
I guess it is.
And I'm still here. I'm still Brian.
It looks that way.
Meet you in the driveway at 6.
Meet you in the driveway at 6.
Well, that's it. You can go home now.